Hey everybody, and welcome back to Emerald Coast. We are in mid-summer, day 6, toward the end of the day, and I have to say we have gotten all of our wheat in and barley in the second round of the harvest, and we're just here actually baling our very last field of straw that we need to get up off the ground, and hopefully we'll get that done tonight because we've got rain in the forecast for tomorrow. We don't want our straw laying on the fields. And also because we need to get these fields turned over so that we can get soybeans in the ground because we've got 2 more days of soybean planting season. And then once we move into late summer, we will have lost the opportunity to double crop soybeans in these fields. See our corn here directly in front of us is come up quite nicely. Got a helper over on field 19 cultivating that field up. Right now we've got field 18 cultivated. We're working on field 19. Then we'll move up to 22, and then we'll come down here and do this field. You can also see that we've got a fair bit of money now in our bank account. That is because we basically cleaned out most of the compost that we had saved up and sold that off. We had a really good price of compost. It wasn't a great demand, but it was still a pretty good price. So we went ahead and took advantage of that. And I've been toying with the idea of buying another field. Not sure if I'm going to do it, but I've been toying with the idea of buying field 16 down there. It's just below where Daryl is cultivating on field 19. You got field 17, and then we have field 16. 16 still has a stand of canola in it. Let's go ahead and show that there. So we're looking at that, and I'm thinking about picking that up. See, it is still ready to harvest. So been thinking about picking that up, and just not sure if we're going to be able to have time to get that harvested. I don't know if we're going to have the time to get that harvested and turned around to put beans in, but that might be a challenge, kind of a little bit of a personal challenge to see if we can't maybe get that accomplished. So we'll just have to see about that. Got our 134 cows still, 69 pigs, or no, 69 sheep, and 65 pigs. We'll have 69 pigs here very soon. But the plan of action is going to be tomorrow to get started with our planting of soybeans on fields 18 and 19. See if we can't get both of those fields planted tomorrow. We've got rain actually tomorrow and Thursday. So the last 2 days of midsummer we've got rain. And we've got rain day 10 and 11. So Saturday and Sunday. We've also got rain. So of the next 6 days of summer, 4 of those days have rain in the forecast. That's a stark contrast to what we've seen here recently with respect to summer. You know, days 1 through 6 have been bright and sunny and clear. Couldn't have asked for anything better. I mean, look at this. Right now, it's 5 o'clock in the evening. We've got 86 degrees air temperature, 73 degree ground temperature. but we are right in the prime of planting and growing. I expect we're going to be getting into the poplar here soon, chipping that up. I'm not sure if I can harvest poplar in the rain or not. That might be something that we try and see if we can do. It might be okay. Might not be. We've already got our forage harvester up there, ready to go. Got our truck staged up there. Just needing to get some time to get that up, get that process started. So I'm going to go ahead and speed through the rest of this field with the baler. And you all are more than welcome to follow along. Alright, so I decided to go ahead and get the seed in the soybeans because I think what I'm going to do is when we get done picking up these bales of straw, I think I'm going to actually go over here and see about buying that field and maybe getting to some late evening harvest. I go up in here, kind of the back way into the cow farm. Not just about filled up our straw stack. Drop them off. So we've just about filled this up. And I think I was counting about another 11 bales of straw over there in that field. But we may just drop that off at the compost heap, because this is just about gonna fill up our straw stack here. We've already got straw down at, we do have straw down at the, yeah, we've got what, 4 bales left till that one's full. So we still got bales, round bales over here to use up from last year. And we still have round bales over at the pigs to use up too. So we've got plenty of straw. I think we'll take and put the rest up at the compost factory. So I'll drop this off here. Take care of both of those later. In fact, I think what we'll do is, yeah, we'll go ahead and pick up another 10 bales of straw. I think I counted 11. So we'll have to see. Might come by with the pickup truck a little bit later and get that other bale. Straw bales are fairly heavy. They're coming in like 260 pounds. But I think if we get 3 guys out here, that should be able to help us get that straw bale up and onto the truck. Seems like an awful lot to bring the tractor back out there for. I think we're doing pretty good here this year. It looks like we're going to be in really good condition with our corn. You know, with the rain coming right here, prime corn growing season. We're going to hopefully get a really good stand of corn with a really good yield. I was watching a video on by How Farms Work, where they were starting their 2018 corn harvest, and I think they were saying they were getting about 260 bushels per acre of corn, and that seemed like it was a pretty good yield. So I'd be kind of interested in seeing So I'm kind of interested in seeing basically what the yield's going to be on our corn here, just to see how it compares to how Farms Works yields were. See how quick we can get these picked up. So it's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 bales. It's okay. We can get 2 in our truck. Leave that one for later. right. I could probably save a little bit of time by driving between these fields. But I tell you, even with the ground as dry as it is, let's actually pull out the Whoopster and show you how dry the ground is. We're at 9% ground moisture. And even with 9% ground moisture, I'm getting stuff stuck. I got our harvester stuck in the mud when I was coming down here to harvest this field. In fact, I changed out the tires on the John Deere 7000 because it just seemed like it wasn't getting enough grip, even with the dual rears. It was getting stuck in the mud. So I switched it out to Michelin, I think, single back rear tires, and that seems to be doing a little bit better with respect to not getting stuck in the mud. But yeah, I don't know how much drier we could be and still have issues with mud here and there. Not everywhere, but here, there, and yonder, we will periodically run into some really bad patches of mud still. But we're going to drop this load off at the compost heap, then run over here and get in our harvester, get in our grain wagon, and right over there is that canola canola field that we're going to go ahead and buy and see if we can't go ahead and get that harvested up tonight. This is what, 40,000 liters. It's another good reason to have switched over to this smaller bale wagon. Is I could bring the whole bale wagon up here. Now, speaking of getting stuck in the mud, I've gotten unstuck before by doing this. Like that. Just connect and disconnect a bunch. Alright, well, let's see, we get a little straighter on and just power back. If that doesn't work, we'll just leave it. There we go, we got the momentum on our side that time. Just dump this. In here. See how well this works. Ah, that worked pretty good. All right. Put this over here. Got our grain wagon over here. We're just going to pick it up. Around our harvester. Come around here to the back. We're gonna station this guy right about here. Let's go ahead and buy this field. Should be around $250,000. $257,000. Take advantage of that deal. Helper's making pretty quick work of that field. Field 18. Like we're gonna probably run out of seed before we can finish that field. If not, we're gonna be right close to running out. We really won't have much to start as far as with field 19 until morning. Get in. Right. Dive on in. And get to town, right? So that took our bank account down a little bit. At one point in time, I was actually thinking about buying 17 and 16. But then the farmers came in. Farmer came in and harvested field 17 on me. So I decided, well, you know what? It's probably best that I not buy field 17. But since I had an opportunity to buy the field 16 here with crop in it, then I thought, well, that might be a good deal. So we'll see what the yield is out of this field. It's deceivingly bigger than it looks on the PDA. Let's just jump out and take a look. It goes way back there a fair bit. Wraps around the lake, the pond. Depends what you want to call it. Go ahead and check out the outside of this field here. But I think we'll be doing some late night harvesting. Also have a pretty good view into that into the woods there to see the burned out house. I don't know if you all have seen the burned out residence or not. Apparently he was playing with a little bit too much. He's got some barrels of flammable material over there, pretty close to the burned out house. So we can kind of derive maybe what happened there. So maybe he shouldn't have been playing with some barrels of fuel. Probably best to have left that be. Run over here and check this guy out. Lucky he didn't burn the whole forest down here. Maybe it's... Oh, there we go. Got charred rafters. I mean, this place is just asking to be torn down here. It's like he... Well, his car's out here. It caught fire, and he's got these barrels out here. Definitely was not the smartest cookie in the package. So I guess canola is kind of a really tough, difficult to cut plant, because when you harvest canola, you get this extension on the front of the harvester that's got kind of vertical cutting edges, cutting knives. So maybe canola grows kind of intertwined, kind of wraps around itself, or kind of has. I mean, the plant itself looks like it's got spikes on it. Not really a field you want to be walking through without maybe impaling yourself and getting yourself all poked and cut up. I don't know. I've never seen canola as a plant. Definitely never have harvested canola. So, other than oil, I don't know what canola is good for. Yeah, I've heard of canola oil. That's about it. We're getting 73 bushels an acre out of this field. Not too terrible bad, I guess. But then again, I don't have any basis of reference because I don't know anything about canola other than appears to be a black seed. Don't want to hit our fence, right? There we go. Just lock her in there. Come back and get this little bit. So we'll be right back after we do a little bit more harvesting here, and see how far we can get this done before it gets too terrible dark. Hey guys, well, I guess we're not going to finish this field off tonight. We're going to have to come back here in the morning after the dew is burned off and the morning moisture from cooling off overnight goes away, to see if we can't get this field finished up before the rain comes. But we're just going to go ahead and empty out our grain bin here, and then probably just call it an evening. As you can see, we got ourselves a fairly full moon. Not really sure if that is full moon yet, or one of those stages where it is close being full. See, our pole lights over there are making that whole area nice and bright. Don't want to leave our grain out here exposed to the coolness of the evening, so we're just going to go ahead and unload this also. And Dwayne went ahead and moved over to Field 9, just to keep you up to speed. Went ahead and moved on over to Field 9 to get cultivating there. So we're going to go ahead and call him up and have him shut down for the night. I want to thank you guys for watching. Hope you liked the video. If you did, please consider, just consider hitting that like button. That'd be pretty awesome. If you're not a subscriber, go ahead and subscribe. We're doing Let's Play videos here on Emerald Coast on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. There may be a time, though, when we come up very soon where we may kind of stop the Wednesday videos and just move into a Monday, Friday situation. All depends on what life has going at the moment as to if I'll be able to keep up with those 3 videos a week. Given the fact that we are doing a fair bit of off-camera work here on our 10 years of Emerald Coast play, we are coming down to just about 8 weeks, I guess, until Farm Sim 19 shows up. Probably by the time this video airs, it might be 6 weeks. Hard to say. Let's go ahead. A little curious to see if I can dump in here. I shouldn't be able to dump in here without a harvester or without a tractor hooked up. We'll see. Oh, looks like I can. Yep. Putting these pole lights down here was really a good deal. Brightens it up quite a bit, especially this one right here by the silo. Really good placement. So until next time, guys, happy farming.